This video is for upcoming artists. Watch so you don't repeat my mistakes and learn how to turn your worst experiences into masterpieces. Shall we? Hey guys, I'm your host TTA aka Yanat. Well, this was an original gift I made for them, but honestly, it wasn't my best. The reference photo wasn't great either. I didn't have enough time and the people I made it for also didn't like it. Fair enough, and that's okay. At least they were honest. And I promised myself I wouldn't show up again until I made it right. As an artist, rejection is tough, but it teaches you to turn any experience into pure art. I realized it wasn't about the gift itself, it was about them struggling to accept their age and holding on to the past. So I decided to remind them of the past they love so much through my art. The rough sketch is done. Now let's color it, shall we? I'll be using some of my Bristol's color pencils. And don't worry my friends, at the end of this video, I'll let you know if they like my art. So stay tuned for the sweetest revenge story an artist could ever tell. The first standout you saw was my father's request. I couldn't refuse him. That day we were meeting them and I had only 5 hours left before my train. Normally I need more time, so I had to settle for a caricature instead of a realistic art that they were expecting. It wasn't entirely my father's fault either. The reference photo that he gave me was a problem that made things harder. But that's the past. This time I'm focused on making the present better, and thank God for giving me the chance to redraw and make it right. And I'll be honest with you, I was a little embarrassed when they declined the drawing in my face, saying that their face looked too old in this picture. But this time I got just what they needed from me. This time, the reference was still hard to find, but I made it work. And honestly, it's a massive upgrade compared to the first version. If they hadn't told me the first one was bad, I wouldn't have pushed myself this far. Everything happens for a reason, my friend. You can clearly see the difference between their current version and their younger version. Both are good, but they prefer the younger version, so I'll stick to that. Now speaking of sticking, let's transfer and sellotape this so you can protect it from any damages and marks. I've sellotaped it in the back also because I don't want to take any chances. Now that it's protected, let's cut it into shape. Be careful, I took all the time in the world to do this. It's time-lapse, so don't mind your speed. Do it according to your pace. There's something about the white outline that makes the drawing even better. Now that we shaped it with the white outline around it, let's place it on a white plank by removing the black tape. Nothing will be wasted. The drawing will be kept safe to keep me motivated. Let's remove the double tab one by one at a time and stick it on the newer one. I'm surprised that the stickiness of this tape didn't go. And this is a step that you have to be careful. Just take your all time you want and stick it perfectly on the outline. Well, after all this attention to details, even if some parts are popping, you can always cut into shape with using a cutter. Well, look at that! It's looking fabulous! See how great it looks when you give it the time it deserves? I don't think they'll ever dislike this again. It's almost perfect. The previous version was a bummer, I agree. More of a caricature than something realistic like this. Also, I kept the double tab in the back so they can stick the stand if they want to place it somewhere and close its cover until they don't. But the story is not finished yet. let's wrap them up, shall we? And if you're wondering what's the moral of the story, the lesson is simple. Don't rush hard. Take your time. Everyone has their own time. Because it's not just a gift, it's a skill that you must master. And remember guys, sometimes the best way to make people happy is by reminding them of the moments they cherish the most forever. And until next time, thank you for spending your valuable time for my channel. Peace. And yes, they loved it.